Here we go. Hi guys, we're here to discuss the project of Australian Hardware Branch Policy Procedure Implementation. This project has been formulated to formalise the process involved in Newcastle branch of Australian Hardware in ways the policy and procedures. In turn, this will increase profits for Newcastle branch and meet organisational targets as a whole. The objectives of the project will increase sales revenue and gross profit, and help maintain or increase Australian Hardware's market presence. The project will help control direct and indirect operational costs within the branch as well. The project will maintain superior product quality, maintain superior service standards. The project will enhance the reputation of Australian Hardware as a socially and environmentally responsible company. The Newcastle branch of Australian Hardware is running efficiently, although in relation to other Australian Hardware branches, it is apparent improvements are required to maintain a successful foothold in the sector. Wollongong branch has run a similar project previously, implementing policies and procedures in their operations. They since have been successful, and we aim to model our projects off theirs. Some key stakeholders or invested people in this project include Australian Hardware stakeholders, Australian Hardware corporate, Australian Hardware Newcastle management and staff, Australian Hardware suppliers, Australian Hardware customers most importantly. Key targets in this project will include increasing the walk-ins to 1,000 people per day within 30 days of implementation, increasing website traffic to 20,000 visits per day hopefully within the first month, improving sales training and learning pathways, increase sales 15% within the first month of implementation, reducing the overheads in the store and decrease the cost of sales 10% within the first month, maintaining a superior product service quality standards. We want less than 5% returns of customer complaints within the first month, less than 5% complaints within the first month. We want a 10% decrease in water and electricity use in the first month of implementation, and less than 5% LTI per month in 30 days, less than 5% sick leave within the first month.
What are the actual policies to be rolled out though?
Well, what's going to be rolled out? Well, the policies and procedures to be addressed will include recruitment policy, anti-discrimination policy, remuneration and performance appraisal policy, performance management policy, discipline policy, a grievance policy, a privacy policy, customer service policy, a recruitment policy, work health and safety policy, and a stability policy.
Who will be doing what?
Who's going to do what? Gary, you will be head of WHS policy, and you will assist Blake and I with others once you are done.
What about quality assurance?
Quality insurance. After the policies are drafted, you will be required to check them, Gary.
And when will the staff be trained?
There will be 3 training blocks. Staff will attend 1 block dependently on their availability. The training will be scheduled to the staff's rostered time off as to not to affect the store's operation.
What's the duration of the project?
Duration of the project. The project starts next week, the 24th of this month, and it's due to run for 6 weeks, making the completion date at 28th of 11th. This project will require the cooperation of Australian Hardware Corporate and the Newcastle Australian Hardware Management staff.
Who's involved in running the project?
Who's involved? This project will be headed by me, the project manager, Blake Duff as 2IC, and Gary Penn as WHS QA manager.
How roughly will the project be run?
Policies will be drafted and approved once by corporate. Once successful, the policies have been drafted and finalised. The training will take place in the Newcastle store. The training will be delivered to staff on their rostered days off with remuneration for training as part of their employment contract. There will be a number of blocks of training yet to be determined. The delivery will be finalised after the successful rollout of the first training session. Any staff that misses a block can attend another one to complete the training. The policies will then be uploaded onto Intract. We will then acquire feedback from the staff to see how it's going.
So what is the allowable budget and what does it cover?
We've got an estimated budget of 54,000. 55,000 has been requested from corporate for the project.
What about feedback in relation to training and new policies? How will we know what works best for our staff and stakeholders?
That is not in the scope of the project.
I can see that. That's my point. Should we not include them for best results?
That's a good point, Blake. That is a good point. I will send an email to corporate seeking approval for a change of the scope and include them. Good job, Blake. Okay, well, thanks for that. That'll wrap up our meeting.
No worries.